Once there was a guy named Edward, and he met a woman named Jenny. When they first met, Edward already felt something special with Jenny. Jenny is beautiful and easy to get along with. They became good friends, and as days passed by, Edward can't help but falling in love with Jenny. But he can't tell his feelings because Jenny had a boyfriend. And so Edward became contented in just being Jenny's friend. After a year, Jenny broke up with her boyfriend because of their usual misunderstanding. When Edward knew about it, it gave him the chance to tell Jenny about his feelings. And after a month of knowing each other, Jenny then decided to accept Edward as her boyfriend. They were both happy. They loved each other and cared about each other a lot. They helped each other in many things. They resembled a perfect couple. After 2 years, Edward decided to propose to Jenny and asked if they can finally marry. And so Jenny accepted Edward to be her husband. It made them really happy. It took them a year to prepare for the wedding. Edward did all his best to give the kind of wedding that Jenny was dreaming to have. Until the day of the wedding came. Everything was set, and all the visitors came to the church. Edward came first to the church to wait for his bride. Everyone was excited for the bride to come. Until an hour came, but the bride didn't came, and they are now late for the wedding ceremony. After an hour more, the bridal car came, without Jenny. The driver came out and handed over a letter to Edward. The letter was written by Jenny, and it goes, "Dear Edward, I'm sorry that we got this far. I'm sorry if I'm late to decide. I can come into this wedding. I realize that I still love my ex-boyfriend. We were seeing each other for 2 months now. Sorry for I have to choose him over you, in order for me not to hurt you and myself more. I'm really sorry. I hope you will forgive me soon, and you would find the right woman for you. Truly yours, Jenny." Edward was silent after reading the letter. Silent, but his tears went falling. It took him months to endure the pain of what Jenny did. And in order to forget Jenny, Edward kept himself busy with his work. He worked overtime most of the days, and so he will be really tired and will just sleep when he got home. After a year, Edward finally moved on. He somehow forgot Jenny. One day, when Edward was on a lunch break, he got a message on his social media account. It's a message from Jenny. Jenny asked him if they could see each other, and because Edward still loved Jenny, he agreed to meet Jenny. They decided to meet in a restaurant, and they were in all smiles upon seeing each other. Jenny told Edward that she broke up with her boyfriend for good, for she realized they can't get along after all. They just continued to fight and had their arguments most of the time. She asked Edward if they can be back together, and proposed to Edward if they can finally do their wedding. Edward was really surprised and can't believe what Jenny was offering. Jenny told Edward that she will take charge for everything on their wedding, especially with the wedding expenses, and told Edward that it's her way of making up things for him and to ask for his forgiveness. Edward accepted Jenny's offer, and so they became loving couples again. Jenny then started to search for contacts, the wedding planner, the church, and everything they need for the wedding. She was too excited to complete the wedding preparation. They both decided to be married after 3 months, just enough time for them to finish all the requirements needed before the wedding. And at last, the wedding day came. Everything was set, and all their relatives and friends were at the church. This time, Jenny came first to the church to wait for the groom. Everyone were in a happy mood, until Jenny noticed that Edward was already late, and so she suddenly turned worried. They were now late for the wedding schedule. After 2 hours of waiting, the groom's car came, but Edward was not there. The driver handed over a letter to Jenny. The letter came from Edward, and it goes, "Dear Jenny, I'm sorry for this day. It took time for me to think if I should marry you or not. I was happy when you came back, but I didn't forget the pain you brought to me all this time. You came believing that everything on me was okay. You came without knowing how painful it became for me when you left me on our first wedding day. I'm sorry. My love for you is not as deep like before. We can be friends, but we can't be romantic anymore. And today, I hope you will realize how painful it is to be left on a wedding day. Take good care of yourself, and may you find real love and happiness. Truly yours, Edward." This ends our story about Edward and Jenny. In this story, I can say that love is really a gamble. We can't really tell if the one we love will love us the same way. In deciding to be in a relationship, love must come with respect and commitment. You may feel in love on your first months or a year, but being in love doesn't really last for most couples. What remains is the respect, commitment, and the friendship, which I believe is the maturity stage of a relationship. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned a lesson from our story. Have a great day to you.